Let's begin with a breaking update. India has now decided to impose a 3-year tariff on some steel products to curb cheap imports. India has now imposed a 3-year import tariff between 11% and 12% on some steel products, according to Finance Ministry order that was published on Tuesday, as the government aims to curb cheap shipments coming in from China especially. Now, this levy, locally known as the safeguard duty, will be imposed at 12% in the first year, followed by 11.5% in the second year, and then 11% in the third year. Let's connect with Rishabh on these developments that are now taking place. Rishabh, good morning. India is the world's second largest crude steel producer, and it has been grappling with a surge of low-price steel imports from China especially, and has now decided to impose tariffs.
Well, definitely, India is trying to ensure that the local market, the indigenous producers, the Make in India backers get more share of market rather than the cheap imports that are coming in. And that's why there's a 3-year tariff that has been imposed by the government of India on the import of steel. The tariff will be 12% for the first year, while it will continue to be 11.5% for the 2 next years. What we're given to understand that many, developing countries have been put out of the realm of this tariff, but countries like China, Vietnam, and Nepal, the major steel exporters to India, would be put under the tariff. This has been done, and as it is called the safeguard duty, it has been done to ensure that the local units in India who are producing steel in India continue to produce steel, and they get better local market as well, apart from the exports. Understand, we are working in a time where we are under heavy tariff from US. When it comes to Russia and Ukraine, the supply chain in Europe and Middle East is also under strains, and hence the steel producers are under a lot of pressure. And with cheap imports coming in from China, Vietnam, or Nepal, it further strains their business, and that's the reason that India has decided to put a 3-year safeguard duty on the import of cheap steel.
Right. As this tariff measure is locally referred as a safeguard duty, will also apply on imports from several countries, including China, Vietnam, and Nepal. But Rishabh, imports, as you mentioned, from certain developing countries have been exempted from this levy, but the order has now specifically clarified that steel products, such as stainless steel, will not fall under this ambit.
Well, see, there are different grades of steel that India imports. When it comes to stainless steel is almost the end product that comes in, for majorly meant for utensils, or for that matter, machinery or machine items. And that is something that has been kept out of the realm of tariff, because we do not produce that much of stainless steel in India as well. And that's the reason that stainless steel has been kept out of the realm of these tariffs, because things that do not affect the Indian manufacturers, it doesn't need to be tariffed that much, is what India's stand is.
All right. Please do stay on with us, Rishabh. So this development is coming as India, being the world's second largest crude steel producer, has been grappling with a surge of low-price steel imports, especially from China, a trend that has raised anti-dumping concerns and putting pressure on domestic steel makers as well. Please do stay on with us, Rishabh.